Yeah. Yeah, you can see they're doing a lot of upgrades. Some renovations, some houses. Let me get something here.
Billy Boy, what up?
Well, of course, both my guests are like, look at it like it's not realistic. Of course, he's looking at me yeah, that's the big thing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's play ball. So, market. Always the first question, how's it feel?
I think the time is already here.
Oh, Lord.
No, the last few weeks, the buyers have been acting wacko. Wacko Jacko. Ask Pierce. She was on the same page. Just strange things happening, but a good market still.
Okay, so for you newer people, I have something called The Time, which is kind of like if you grew up watching the show The Twilight Zone, just events happening that are unexplainable in earthly terms, the way people are acting. It usually happens September, October-ish, once we get a real cool, but it's possible to have a mini time. I'm hearing some very strange stories of agent behavior, so it's possible.
And buyers. So I just always try to think, what? I guess you're just really I mean, I try to because my immediate reaction is, hell no, but you just kind of say, well, they must be really, I try to talk to myself so I'm not snippy back.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's no doubt this long an expansion in the market just is tough on buyers. I mean, it makes them nervous. It seemed like last year everyone was nervous about how long prices had run, and then it seemed like this spring for some reason people got over it. It just seemed like the economy, everything was just so positive but maybe we're back into that, it's just run that much further that just people, prices just blowing them away. I don't know, but overall, still, I'm extremely happy with you guys for July, which can be, people have vacations. Hard to believe school's starting in 3 weeks. I mean, if you have kids, I'm sure you're already kind of, it's on your, 2 weeks in Cobb on your radar. And, it's just hot out there. I mean, so, it could, but we're still having regularly double-digit contract days, which is very good. All right, let's start out. Could be the best breakfast ever brought. So let's get our Premier Roofing. They're a new, Perimeter Roofing. They're a new partner with us, and why don't y'all come up and tell us what you do. We always, one of our top 5 of contractors we need is always a quality roofer, right? Always. So tell us about you guys.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Good morning.
Enjoying the food. This is Bobby Derringer. He's our office manager. I'm Renee Morrison. I am with Perimeter Roofing, as you know. Thank you to Loren Cowan for calling me in to become a preferred vendor. Also, I want to shout out to Bill Haas. I've worked with him. So, just briefly, I would like to tell you a little bit about Perimeter. We are a very well-respected roofing company throughout Atlanta. We are probably 95% plus. We work with insurance companies to help homeowners who have storm damage. We've had a lot of severe storms over the last year and a half. A lot of people have damage to their roofs that they're not even aware of. We have great crews. Our crews are very highly trained. Our office staff is the best. But aside from that, I'd really like to kind of talk about how my job relates to yours. A lot of times after the home inspection is done and you're in your due diligence, it comes down to the roof. And the roof is one of the most expensive things on a home. So a lot of people have problems going on that they're not even aware of. They may have that storm damage that they're not aware of. You know, you don't get on your roof, especially in Atlanta. We've got a lot of the steep and the high roofs. So even the home inspectors can miss storm damage to a roof. They're taught to look for certain things with flashing and so forth, and obvious problems to shingles. But you really have to get up there and take a close look sometimes to spot the damage. So a lot of times once the home inspection is done, an agent will call me in. We'll get up there and take a look, and if we've got anything going on that we feel like is enough, we help the homeowner. So whether you're representing the buyer or the seller, you know, we help both ways, and we try to help work the deal out to save the deal, basically. So then it takes it from a $10,000 or $15,000 wild card down to just their deductible, and that's easy to get around. So a lot of agents will use the deductible as a bargaining chip. Either the buyer agrees to pay it, or the seller says, hey, if you go through your insurance, then we'll cover the deductible. I'll work with them. Once I take over the project, if I show up and I see that there's enough damage, then I will work with them all the way down the line. We call the insurance company together. I show up when the adjuster's there. I go through all the paperwork with them. I take the load off of the agent, and they know once they turn it over to me that they don't have to worry about it anymore. You know, I don't drop the ball. I return phone calls. I return texts. So I know there's a big problem in Atlanta right now with typical contractors that don't do that. So you'll never have that problem with me. So
what she said is true. I mean, Loran actually was the knight in shining armor. Our listing, it was my listing. And Renee, we didn't know there was a problem with the roof. We actually called one of our previous roof vendors, and they came out and they just gave a quote. Renee's like, I think you've got roof damage. And she actually, even though Loran brought her in, we had a $15,000 gap, you know, that came up as an expense. And Renee was able to actually work directly with my sellers, sit down and call the adjuster with them, be there when the adjuster came. And I looked like a hero. Loran looked like a hero because we saved our clients huge amounts of money, and it was a phenomenal experience.
Renee's hands down the best contractor I've ever worked with, just so y'all know. She communicates better than I do. I mean, most of the time she's responding to me faster than I could ever even ask her a question. She's on it. She comes out so quickly. She gets on it right away, and she will communicate with you every step of the way. Hands down, the best vendor I've ever worked with.
Don't get a false sense of security because there has to be, you know, some type of damage. Because we've tried to pursue a couple others, and you know, some insurance companies are tougher, but if it can be done, you can do it.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, yes, they're Allstate, American Family. They take a different view on storm damage and what they'll cover, but there are a lot of other good insurance companies, and you know, we don't try to raise false hopes with the homeowner. So if there's not enough damage, then you know, we'll try to go another way to help you guys out. But just call me anytime. The inspections are free, and we'll be happy to help.
Wow. in them so good, I think I'm just gonna order a new roof today. Yeah, but how awesome to have your vendors actually be able to talk realtor language, you know? Exactly. Thank you, guys. That's great breakfast. All right, let's stats are next Tuesday.
Okay.
We'll probably get them out to you tomorrow by email. Again, newer people, Rawls Group has always provided stats for you, no charge to you. About 50, we pared it down, it used to be 100 pages, now it's about 60. Just everything, real key metrics of the market that we analyze. You get it monthly, but quarterly we'll go over the stats with you. So that will be in here next week. That will be the sales meeting next Tuesday. Second quarter stats. In here. Yeah. I think we did it in here last time. All right, let's go top producers for June. So you're, I think, getting pretty familiar with this. We report two ways. One is year-to-date top producers, and one is for the month only. So this is June. Top groups, 3 or more licensed agents working together. Fry team number 1, Becky Wynn Evans group. Text her, her mom just had heart surgery, so text her some encouragement. That happened, I believe, yesterday.
Becky.
Becky Wynn, yes, not Becky. Her mom, not Becky. Alexander Group 3, Providence Group 4. Congratulations. Top teams, 2 and 2 only. Number 1, Tara and Gary Gaines. 2, Deb and Michael Martino. 3, RJ and Jim McCarty. 4, Claudia Basato and Daniel Polito. 5, Tom and Kathy Florence. Congratulations. Top commercial agents, number 1, Rocky Kaufman. Number 2, Larry Molnar. And 3, J.M. Scott. Wow. You should text Debbie Crawford too. She has been through probably more than anyone in this office in the last 2 years. Her mom's been extremely sick, her brother's been extremely sick, and she is killing it. So Debbie Crawford, number 1 for the month of June. Becky Beal 2, Tosh McGraves 3, Susan Eschbach 4, Brandon Atkins 5, Luann Gilmore 6, Bob Facella 7, Mia Hanna 8, Ming Zhu 9, Kevin Probst 10, Nicole Ambrose 11, Rachel Board 12, Dan Bangs 13, George Jackson the 4th 14, and a tie between Lisa Bond and Jay Christian 15. Congratulations. Very, very good month. All right, let's go. We got some Ignite awards to give out as well as Capper awards, correct?
Well, Ignite we're going to wait on because we have too many people on vacation, but we're going to do Capper Awards.
There we go.
All right. I've got the list. First time Capper, first time ever.
And we
First
have a
one,
choice.
we have a choice of colors. Hank Williams. Which color would you like, Hank?
I'll go white.
Oh, there you go, summer white.
There you go.
Congratulations.
White looks good.
Thank you. Hank, that's awesome. Hank has worked hard. Came from a completely different industry, but now he is on stardom track. He knows what he's doing. Treats people as good as anybody.
Our next agent, in addition to planning and having a wedding this year,
Whoa.
Jennifer Huckabee Hannon. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. And new to our office, but not new to real estate, Siggy Goldstein. Congratulations, Siggy. Enjoy your 100%. And one more capper, although she couldn't make it today, but I want to recognize her, who is brand new to real estate. Oh my gosh, she's only been in business a couple months. Amanda Martin already capped. All right, perfect. All right, we're done with the report.
All right, so you have a sheet in front of you. Again, we really want to have a high-level quality vendor list for you. It just makes it a lot easier. And you know, if we really thought through, there's probably 25 to 50 vendors that kind of are part of our house and condo world. But anyone pass us these by the end of the meeting. But any of these areas that you have someone that you really like, just like what happened here with perimeter roofing with Loran and Bill, we'd love to have people that you think are quality, fair prices, and response time. Those three are probably the trifecta. Put someone down. We'll be happy to call them and see if they want to be in our program. Okay? So during the meeting, just do that. Okay, again, we could probably say this every week. Again, another case of last week. So what do you have when someone tells you something verbal?
Nothing.
You got to get that through. It is, I mean, again, this was a referral situation, right? That and realize with referrals, probably the most important, because sometimes, depending on what they are, they can last years. Okay, so no one even remembers your name, much less what you agreed to. Okay, so again, very important. If I'm sending a referral to Cleveland, Ohio, or Birmingham, Alabama, I'm going to call 5 agents. I'm going to pick the one I like. I'm going to send them the form that's already filled out with the percentage, which is a key. That's a lot of times what is disputed, right? Get that back signed, and then I'm going to give you the name of my client. It's just that simple. That's the process, okay? And anything else, I mean, I got to say, I mean, when I sold, I was a handshake type guy, depending on who you were. I mean, if Virginia told me something, I probably, I'll just be honest, I probably am good with that, okay? Even though I would probably follow up in writing, but I'm good with that. But I'm just saying, you have nothing. You have nothing if it's not in writing. Just make a habit of that. Okay? Yeah.
Fred, can I pop in something?
Yes.
We've recently, Diane and I've been doing some work in Doc Loot, so we have we've renamed the Logo Guard Forms folder most used for residential forms. Everything you need about the referrals is in there. Everything you need. So the agent-to-agent referral, the broker, all that stuff is in there. So get it in writing.
And hey, we ought to give a big hand to Stacy, Diane, Bonnie. I mean, they are streamlining all our systems. Thank you. It's a lot easier to. Well, I'm saying the real estate matrix is a pretty big place out there, and just to have some sort of order and systems is very important. So thank you guys. All right, Apriya. So Apriya talked last week. She'll probably talk every week till it's just a couple weeks now, right?
Yes, we only got like 2 more weeks to go, guys. I'm here
So
to
this is
guys.
Quantum Leap for kids, which is going to be fantastic.
Quantum Leap for young people. So the question has been, how young can these people be and how old can they be? As young as 14. I'd love to do something for 8 to 10-year-olds. We don't have a program for that yet. But if they're in high school and as old as out of high school and still kind of looking for some type of direction, then they're a great qualifier for this organization. So we've got a quick promo video, but everybody's asking, like, how do you explain this to a kid? Well, guess what? This program is so new that they still haven't even figured out how to do it. So the videos are very, I guess, aloof, very much so kind of secretive as far as what the material is that's going to go on. I'm going to make it my purpose at my event on Saturday to do some recordings of kids to get their takeaways while we're here. But before that, I thought I'd share with you just some statistics regionally about what's going on in KWKC. So since last week, we actually doubled our registration. We had 3 before last week, now we have 6, so thank you very much. I'm expecting increasing that between next week. We're gonna at least double, if not triple that. Guys, we have to have at least 25 attendees in the room. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna cultivate the environment for the kids to think together and have some really high-powered conversations. If I just have 3 to 5 people in the room, I'm limited to based off how much those 3 to 5 people want to share with me. And I've got to teach all day. So in order to do that, the more the merrier. I'm definitely going to make it a fun experience for them. We've got some vendors that are going to be sponsoring snacks and lunch. We're also going to have some really fun activities that are going to go on throughout the day. But biggest takeaway is if they've ever wanted to implement something, start a business, figure out how to go further in who they are and make their life better, then this would be the course for them. Also, on a donation level,
Hello.
they're calling the register.
Calling the register.
They're calling the register. But from a donation standpoint, regionally, the highest donation has been $2,900. So if we take that 25 kids, $100 per kid, even if you don't have a child that can register, if you could make a donation, that would make a huge impact for us as a market center with this program in our region.
I have a suggestion. We could put a jar out, and every time a phone rings, it's a $10 donation to the
Let's do it.
Sorry, I'm voting that
What happened to the pig?
Come on.
Yeah, raise it to 50.
$50.
$50.
I mean, I can vote it down.
As everybody's phone goes on silent.
But long story short,
That would be nice.
this is our first regional KWKC or Quantum Leap for Kids, and I'm excited to share it with you. And if you don't know that you want to share it with your database yet, please share it with your family so that we can then impact your family's lives and then take it to our database from there.
It's got to look good on a college application too, right?
Absolutely.
Builds your
It looks
resume.
really great for if your kid is looking to do any type of internships. I'll actually be they'll be walking away with certificates that'll be signed by Brad. So there's definitely some officialness. They'll feel good. It's a program. They're not in a CE type of curriculum, and they're not in real estate, but it's definitely something that will change them, and they can walk away with some tools for sure.
I talked to my oldest grandson about it, and then when the parents started asking questions, I didn't really know what to say except that he should go.
Right. So I'm gonna give.
So I wasn't a very good salesperson.
The video that I'm showing today is designed for KW agents, so we'll see if that helps. And then I also did update the flyer so that it just has you guys on it. So I'll be sending that out. Brad will send that out today, and you can then share that. And the flyers are live, so all the links are clickable. It'll click you to videos and different dates and stuff. Registration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Ooh,
Thank
wait,
you.
You also have the school program?
So if you support me inside the office, I'm also able to go outside the office. So if you'd like me to go to a school, a football team, a Chick-fil-A, I'm happy to go and talk QL with them for the day with a donation for the organization.
Candy body.
All right, so let's go.
So there's a quick video, and then I'll be done.
Keller Williams Associates have experienced the power of mindset, models, and systems taught by Gary Keller and KWU. Our strength in education and training has propelled KW to become the #1 real estate company and the #1 training organization in the world. This is no accident. How different would your life be if you had learned this mindset when you were 18? What would it look like if we trained our kids to think big and taught them to leverage powerful models and systems before they entered the world of work? It looks like KW Kids Can. KWKC, our new nonprofit, provides the perfect opportunity to bring KW strengths to the next generation. Our mission is to provide learning experiences for our youth that inspire big thinking, model wealth building, and instill a passion for generous giving. We are accomplishing that mission by unleashing instructors to bring these powerful conversations to their communities. We're also developing cutting-edge technologies, and through our new KWKC website, we will deliver compelling content to our youth right where they are. We believe that sharing the core beliefs and mindset of KW with our youth is the natural next step in the evolution of Keller Williams Realty. By introducing these concepts early, we will have prepared them to live a life of intention and equip them with tools and models to follow and extend the vision of careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. On behalf of Gary and the KWKC team, I would like to invite you to join us in our mission to change the world. Your support through online donations, green sheets, and even automatic monthly deposits will fund the effort to provide learning experiences for our youth that inspires big thinking and generous giving. For more information about how you can become a world changer, check us out online at kwkc.org.
Great video. So you're missing out. That video said exactly the reason your kids should go to this. This is bigger thinking. I have so many people that join this company that once they get the bigger thinking, they always say they wish they had been exposed to this earlier, even in school. I'm 23 and 28-year-old. I can guarantee you, kids 14 to 24, you're dreaming if you think your kids are really listening to you anymore. They're not going to listen to you, okay, at that point. They're going to listen to other people. So if you would want your children to think bigger and be more prepared for the world, this is going to be a great thing. So I would get your kids here, and I think it's a great touch to your database. I mean, I think someone's child that comes here and really goes from here to here, that's pretty big for you and your business. Okay? All right, you can give me the video too?
Yes.
Okay.
I can give you the video.
Thank you. So that's not this weekend?
On the 28th, July 28th from 9 to 4.
So not this weekend, but the next weekend?
Yes.
There we go. Surveys, right after this, Renee is teaching on that, correct?
1:15.
I think kind of a forgotten part of our business, yet a very important part of our business. We're out there to make people money in real estate, save people money in real estate, make their home more efficient. We need to protect them in deals. For some reason, the survey has kind of become the odd man out, even though it's very important. There's so many things that can be wrong with a survey that if you close and it's wrong, it's a massive problem. And I think all this has transpired because somewhere in the last 10 years, when I started selling real estate, this was a requirement. It was required by the mortgage company. Now it's optional. I'm not quite sure why, but you just have to. You just have to be able to explain to your clients they need to get a survey. There's just too many. You're buying something $100, $200, $500 million. Why are you going to take a chance on something major being wrong? Like you think you're buying this and it's really just this. Or there's cases right within a mile of here where there's actually major sewer pipes going under the corner of someone's house. Right? That's a big problem. So we have to get a survey. Okay? And this was requested by y'all. So I think surveys are not that well understood. So this was requested by agents to learn more about surveys, how to read them, what we're looking for. Okay, so that's right after this class, correct?
Correct. I was just saying, I've been doing some open houses lately, and one of the constant questions is where their backyard isn't well defined. Well, how far does the backyard go? Mm-hmm. So if your client has a survey from when they purchased the house, it would be helpful at the open house if you have someone else doing that, so they know. Oh yeah, it still goes beyond the fence, or that creek back there is because it, you end up feeling kind of stupid when you don't know the answer. So it would be helpful.
One thing that's helpful with that is a Home Snap app. You can pull up the property on Home Snap, and there's a map that actually it's rough. It's certainly not exact, but you can stand there on the deck and say, okay, looks like it goes out to about
See, I didn't know
so-and-so.
this.
Yeah, so it's,
Just on HomeSnap? I have that on my phone.
Charlie.
Almost every jurisdiction in the city of Atlanta, over the last 10 years has adopted a change in the stream buffer from the state required 25 feet to 75 feet. And a lot of surveys that say from 2005, 2006 would show a 25-foot buffer when in fact the 75 would now apply. And it could mean a difference in where you could build a deck, where you could add on to the house, or if you were doing a tear down, where you could actually put the new house.
That's correct.
Got a pool.
Good point. Got to get a survey done. But stay for this class. It'll be good. Renee's a good teacher. While we continue with class, so what do we got this week?
Well, we have Renee.
There we go.
And and then for anybody who has not yet launched your Playster website, that's free. Scott Hardy will be here 1 to 4. It's a fun class. You will launch your website this afternoon. If you haven't done it yet, please kind of stay for that. We have
Fair housing.
right next Friday. We have the fair housing class, which I'm not sure if it's required every 4 years, but it's not. But you should take it every 4 years. And
it's recommended.
really, really critical in when you're describing your listing and your property, knowing the right words to choose and the words to avoid, because we're number one. Other agents gun for us, and if they see anything that looks, like it's a wrong word to use, they could report us. So, fair housing next Friday, 9.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought about that one for a second.
But then we're at the end of July, so we'll let you know about August next week.
And then stats next Tuesday. So you got that right here at the same time.
Yep.
Okay. How many of you have downloaded Kelly, the new Keller Williams app?
How many knows how to use it?
Okay.
She's at work and talking and stuff.
I challenge you again to download Kelly. And if you've known me long enough, I'm a person that always asks why and what's the purpose of it. I'm not going to do much till you show me the purpose of doing it. Okay? There's a real purpose now. I mean, this is going to be our artificial intelligence for this company, which is improving and growing every day. I'm on a team leader call every Friday. So when you download Kelly, you are now on the National Referral Network, okay? Which all of a sudden on Friday I heard huge success. So Tina Brickhouse, the team leader in Savannah, said last Friday they've had this year 95 closings this year as a result of this referral network. Okay, so you're leaving money on the table. It's free, right? And are you going to explain? We need to pull the screen up. It's very simple to do, but why not be fishing in that pool for free? Okay? Go ahead.
So as you know, Kelly is an app. It's K-E-L-L-E. Part of the cloud platform. Referrals specifically will empower agents to leverage the largest, most powerful network of real estate agents in the industry. It also allows you to send referrals, receive them, and track them via this app, which in itself is pretty amazing. What I'm doing is I'm passing around a sheet that's really right off KW Connect. If you ever have any questions on Kelly, just go to KW Connect. You can see what's going on in there. Gives you an update. Kelly has really grown since its inception and continues to get more and more powerful. On this page that I sent around, which obviously everyone would love, who here would love to get a referral? Would everyone love to get a referral? It's so simple to do this. So you literally go to your apps, pull up Kelly, again, spell it correctly, You download the app, you sign in with your Keller Williams username and password, or you can do the touch screen as well to make it easier. How many people have this downloaded right now? If you open up your app, super simple, open up the Kelly app. Up in the upper right-hand corner, there's an eye with a circle around it, which stands for information. Touch that eye, and you'll see it's going to give you, it's going to have general questions, referrals, connect, CGI, which is Career Growth Initiative, and your listings. Has anyone here had a listing this year?
Yes.
Click on listing. When you click on listing, it'll say show my active listings, find me pending listings, show my sold listings, find my withdrawn listings. It'll give you everything on here. It's amazing.
And try it, y'all. You're gonna be shocked.
So cool.
It's your stuff. Do it, Arjun.
And if you do the career, yours didn't go.
Mine's not working either.
It's not.
No, it says the internet may not be available.
Oh, it's this room.
I'm in.
I got it. It's working.
My other stuff is working, but when I pull up like my pending listings, yeah.
Try it. Click on a couple other things. All right, and then under Connect, which is KW Connect, what are the latest uploads? What events do I have coming up? Show me the new videos added to Connect this week. Show me new files uploaded to Connect. Find the Red Report. Also under Connect. Upcoming events for my market center. Our intranet calendar is down there. What's happening in, I mean, you can call it mega camp, things like that too. And then under referrals, it says show me the status of my referrals, which would be sent, received, if they've closed, referral statuses. You can invite different people into your referral network. When you join Kelly, you'll start getting requests for to be part of people's referral networks. Just add yourself in and keep inviting people into it. The larger this grows, the better your possibilities to actually get referrals. All right, and then what I passed out helps you understand how you do the referrals, searching for the agents, receiving referrals, tracking your referrals. Before you do this, or even if you have downloaded Kelly, go to your KW Connect profile and make sure all the information is correct in there. The phone numbers you want to be contacted on, where your specialty areas are or what you specialize in, just to make sure you have an updated picture. It helps to have a picture of someone on there. Fill out your bio with your value proposition. I mean, make this a real working referral base. Don't be just a name. Put some information in there. Okay, so simple enough, right? So you can track things on there too, like in addition to your referral network, you can find neighborhood market reports. We talked about the CGI, Red Report, and Keller Williams events, both nationally and in our market center. Extremely powerful. So, anybody have any technical questions we can help you with if you're trying to download it or whatever?
Go into your neighborhood.
I don't remember my KW login and all that information, so I can't even do it.
You don't have your login information? It'll be your regular Keller Williams username and password.
For what?
Like if you go to
My KW.
My KW login.
I don't use
I don't have the listing.
Yeah,
Luann, just afterward, come see Diana,
Yeah.
please, we'll get you going.
I don't use it like some people do.
Felicia will
Yeah.
should have
We'll
your
work on it.
password.
Okay.
Right?
The neighborhood, the big thing I liked about it was the neighborhood market analysis, like in a strange area. How do you go to it from your login here?
It should be under maybe general questions.
Is it?
Try general questions.
Alright.
Is it there?
All right, we'll get this afterward, just
Yeah.
comes. Okay, but again, referral, chances for referrals for free, I like that equation, okay? All right, so, Randy, Certainty Home Loans. Woo! Matt. Oh, while they're walking up, let me say this. They're having, as you know, we kind of skew in this office toward golf. This week is the British Open. We'll have another tournament, 200, 150, first, second, third. You'll get the email today. Pick your teams, email them back to me. You can use this format if you want to set up a tournament for your clients. A lot of people get a lot of response out of this, so it's easy. Just get rid of my name, send it out. You have your own little tournament, your own little award. Go ahead.
And the British Open is so much fun to watch.
It is. Early in the morning.
Randy, Certainty Home Loans. Matt, Certainty Home Loans. And our newest, Sherry.
Hey.
Certainty Home Loans. So if you haven't had a chance to sit and chat with Sherry, please do so. She's very knowledgeable, been around for a while and been in the business for a while. So I'm not calling you old. I'm just saying been around for a while. But look, guys, we are here to help you do more business. That's the sole purpose that we're here. Matt, number one question you've been getting the last week or two is what?
Who's best dressed? And it's got to go to Jake Duffy.
Okay. Number one, no. Number two question.
Number two question would be, how quick can you close?
Right.
Good one.
All right. How quick can you close? It's not, if you're in a competitive situation, and I'm just assuming it's kind of competitive out there right now. Like every deal we see come in, it's got multiple offers, and it's very, very competitive. And I think it's getting more competitive, yes? So what can we do to help you win those deals? Okay? So, and the number one answer that I think we have is close quicker. All right? Close quicker because that'll win more deals. So that's what we do. We're built for speed. Okay? We can close deals very quick. So my typical response when somebody calls me is, how soon do you need it? How soon do you need it? So depending on the deal, we can close that very quickly. Now, what's some of the things that you can do to help make sure you and your buyer are in a better position to close quicker?
Got all the information.
Exactly. Let's make sure they're pre-approved. Okay? If we're getting a stone cold borrower and you give me a call at Saturday night at 10 o'clock, hey, how quick can we close this guy? I'm like, I don't know anything about this guy. I mean, we'll close as quick as we can, but I don't know anything about him. But if I've got a full file on Jake Duffy and I've already looked at his pay stubs and his tax returns and his bank statement and his credit report, and I know he's locked up solid, man, we can close that thing pretty quick.
What does that mean?
Okay. What does quick mean?
Yes.
What does quick mean?
6-7 days.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
if we can order the appraisal,
you're vulnerable
before due diligence is done. Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks or maybe even less. Okay. I mean, we'll get that thing done quick for you. Appraisals are taking a little bit longer. As you know, with the government rules, we've got less and less control over the appraisers, but they're turning around in 7 or 8 days. But we need to get that appraisal ordered quick. And I know sometimes it doesn't work out well because you're negotiating and trying to do things like that. But the quicker we can get that appraisal ordered out, the better off we are.
So on one of my listings, the buyer's loan officer company actually waived doing an appraisal, and they said they're doing that more and more. Do you see that?
That is possible now. There are appraisal waivers that are coming out there. We don't see it a lot, but there are appraisal waivers out there.
That speeds it up a little bit.
And why is happening that? Which is good.
They said because we're in an escalating market.
It's determined by Fannie Mae.
It's a Fannie Mae guideline, and when we put the file through automated underwriting, it'll tell us if we can
need an appraisal or
if we can waive that appraisal.
Randy, I just had one just happened. We had a listing that the buyer waived the appraisal because he's putting 40% down. So as I understand it, the more they're putting down.
Sure. The more they put down, the less risk there is to the lender. But I also wanted to bring up one more thing, is that technology, as Brad was talking about, technology is affecting everybody's business in a very positive way overall. And I wanted to let you guys know that Certainty Home Loans, come September 1st, is taking a huge leap in technology, which will increase our speed even faster, get your buyers approved even faster. Everything will be done on your handheld. The buyer can make loan application. We can process their file, everything on our phones. So we're making a huge leap in technology come September 1st. I'm very excited about it. I'll tell you more about it as we get a little bit closer.
I was going to say, I had DS Murphy do our appraisal and paid $100, and they had our appraisal to us in 2 days. Like they just paid a rush job.
Right, you can do it. You can do a rush, and DS Murphy's one of our panel appraisers, so we're very happy with them. As a matter of fact, guys, hey, I'll just put it out there. If you've got appraisers that you're real happy with, I think I asked this last year about this time. We're always in search of good quality appraisers. If you have an appraiser that is a good quality appraiser in this area, please let us know, because I would like to add them to our panel. All right. Rates. Well, we'll get Sherry talking up here.
We will, but not about
rates. Actually, they're holding fairly steady right now. I think the Fed is actually they're having some conversation about rates as we speak today. But rates have been 4.6, 4.7, somewhere in through there. I'm actually quoting a jumbo at 4.5. So they're holding pretty steady. Any questions? Next week we're going to talk about condos. See you guys.
One thing, we have Mortgage 101 here next Monday, the 23rd, from 1:15 to 2:30.
Right after Ignite.
Right after Ignite.
By the way, thank you all for coming to the happy hour. It was probably one of the best attended happy hours we've had. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
You liked my shirt. All right.
So, important part of the process, your mortgage speed is good when it's true speed, right? There's no need to do things, actually, if someone can actually get a closing done in 2 weeks, that's probably not the best thing for the deal. It's just too much stuff that has to happen. There's too much stuff rushed. But one reason when we're calling Randy on Saturday night when our client's ready to write, hey, Randy, we're putting in 300, loan amount 240, 20% down. What's the payment currently? Taxes and insurance. But one question I would be asking him is, how quick can you get this done? Okay, 2 different answers, right? If he already has the file, so this is a reason to have your people go ahead and pre-qualify. If they already have the file, he could probably say 3 weeks. If he hasn't, like he said, stone cold, I don't know this person, he can't answer that question. And all that depends on how fast your person is actually going to get them tax returns and bank statements, employment verification, all that stuff. So here's a real reason to get prepared, okay? On the flip side, if it's your listing, don't ever respond to a contract without talking to the buyer's mortgage company. That's key information, right? So one, we're calling going, hey, I see you've written a letter. We need to find out what actually has been done. Do you have tax returns? Do you have bank statements? Have you run credit? But I would be asking that person, how quick can you close? Because there's plenty of agents that are going to put 3 weeks when that guy will tell you we can't close for 5. Okay, that's just causing major problems in the deal. Okay, gotta call the other agent on contracts. Renee, what you got? You're teaching in a few minutes. You weren't here earlier, but I've already talked a little bit about surveys and the importance.
So important. So important.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna save all the.
Do we have a more upbeat topic this week?
I am. I thought of something upbeat just for you. So to kind of piggyback on Randy's, will it be more upbeat if I smile?
There you go.
Yeah.
We get the same question also of how fast can you close? And my question is always, it depends. For a cash closing, where there are no payoffs and no HOAs, we can close as soon as we get the title exam back. Our examiners can run 48 hours is about average, 72 on the long end. Sometimes if it's a very easy title, we can get it done within 24 hours. But it always depends, what shows up in that title exam. If it comes back clean, we can get it closed in under a week. And we have seen, tends to happen always at the end of the month. We will get in every single month a handful of contracts where it is a 7-day or less close. So we can handle it. You just have to make sure your seller has given you all good information. A lot of times these title exams come back and they pop up and say, do you have a mortgage after all? Once we have to clear something on the title, that's what can drag it out a little bit. And as far as loans, we'll close as fast as the lender can close them with the same stipulations for title. The things that y'all can do to help make sure that we can close quickly or close on time, it's sort of the same advice, is make sure your sellers are getting us the information. Now that we are not sending the information to you and having you pass the information on to your clients for all of the privacy concerns and to prevent any wire instructions coming from you, we really do need your help in making sure that your clients are getting this information back to us. Especially these sellers, they just tend to not send us any information back. So if y'all can help us get that back, that would be fantastic. And just HOA letters are probably the biggest thing that can hold up closing, and it's the biggest thing that can hold us at getting numbers out to y'all ahead of time. Debbie and Carol in my office, Debbie can get you a settlement statement 3 weeks before closing if we have everything in and in from the lender. She did it at the end of the month last month. She panicked because she didn't think that she had done a file, and she'd actually done it 3 weeks ahead of time because the lender had everything taken care of. But the HOA letters are the biggest thing that can hold us up for getting final numbers. So make sure your seller is calling and paying for those letters. The companies will not release them until they've been paid. We will put an order in for it as soon as we know who the management company is, but they won't start processing it until it's paid for. And you guys know these management companies, they will take 7 to 10 days, business days, and they'll charge you for a rush if you need it within a few days. So that could total up to almost $400 for your seller if they're calling it in late. So get things to us as soon as possible. We can close quickly if there's no problems, and just help you get to the table on time. Any questions? My survey class is going to be kind of a quick and dirty survey class. About a good 45 minutes to an hour, just giving you some good basic information. I think I'm going to try to put together a longer, maybe CE credit type class to do in the fall. But this is, particularly if you're new or if you have a lot of survey questions, stay after the meeting today. We're going to go through some basics and get y'all learned up on surveys today.
Thank
All
you.
right.
There we go.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Okay, we're about at time, but let's talk through this real quick. So, I think top agents, whether learned or innate, kind of are able to prioritize and put things in the right order. So if I have 10 cubes, 1 through 10, I throw them out, they can put 1, 2, 3 the quickest, okay? So, same thing in our business. We need to get better and better at just knowing when this, so a real skill as a realtor is, I wake up, here's my calendar, okay? I look at today, I got 6 things on it when I wake up at, and get going at 7 this morning. I could get one call at 7:30 that could totally reshuffle that deck, correct? Mm-hmm. Totally. So, what would you say is the top thing that could happen in real estate? So, as an example, here's your day, you're showing buyers. Bill, if one of your children called and said they were in a medium, pretty good wreck, would you keep showing property?
No.
Okay, there you go. So that jumps ahead, right? Or if Kathy called and said our house is on fire, right? You wouldn't keep showing property, correct?
Depends what room.
Right?
If there's a golf, that's just saying, well, I'm almost finished, with the.
Okay, so kind of the same. What's number one in real estate? What is at the top of that list? It might be different answers for different people, but what's number one?
Contract deadlines.
Lead generation.
Oh, well, that too.
All right, why don't you write up here, Bob? Okay, so we got deadlines.
Yeah.
Okay.
A true deadline.
What?
Not a, because the agent wants your answer deadline, but a true deadline.
We're talking like a due diligence deadline, financing, a contingency appraisal, right? Deadlines. Okay. We have lead gen. What else? What are other possibilities that could be at the top? Closings, I think, are pretty high up there, right?
Writing and contracts.
Okay, writing contracts.
Getting money in on time to earn money.
Correct. I'm gonna put that up with deadlines, but that's okay. You can separate that out. What else?
Know your details. Know the details of the contract.
Okay.
It's very important. How many people miss that, and then you don't get to a closing because the contract falls apart, et cetera, et cetera.
Can I add one?
Yes.
Calling a referral.
Okay, so you're saying you've been in this meeting for an hour and you get out and there's a referral.
Top of the list.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, lead follow-up.
So referrals, lead calls and referral calls. Okay, any others? All right, let's put problems or issues in your deals. Okay. And the only other one I have, you've done very well, is follow up.
That's what Bill just said, lead follow-ups.
Okay, so of all these, just on a typical day, they're all important. These are all extremely important in your real estate life. Which one comes first?
What has the shortest deadline? When you need to be done?
Pretty good answer, shortest deadline. So let's just say you walk out of here right now and you have one of every one of these things. Which one are you going to do first?
Deadlines.
Sorry.
Depending on when the deadlines are for the contract.
Okay, so your deadline probably ends at what time?
Midnight.
Okay, so if I have a deadline today, I have a little bit of time. I don't have to do this right when I walk out of here, correct? But I do have to do it today, right? I have to do it today.
If you send a due diligence at 11 o'clock, it's a very good chance nobody's going to see it.
Okay. You have due diligence ending tonight, and you also have a call that there's a problem with your closing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Which one are you going to do first right now? Probably, right, because I know I still have a little bit more time with this, right? Anything else jump ahead of those two?
Closing.
I actually think that. So again, and I've seen it too many times where I've seen people that something's been sent to them, and 7 hours later, you call them and they go, I'll call them tomorrow.
I'm a little busy.
Right. This is probably a 1 to 2 minute gig here. Okay, then if someone truly, if you walk out of here and Katie Nelson goes, Katie, this is Bill, Bob said you were great, I need to buy a house. Let's just say you really are in meetings for the next 3 hours. Speed is key. You're a professional with speed. I'm going to take 2 minutes to at least call and go, hey Bob, Katie, got your message. I'm about to go into 2 meetings. I'm going to call you exactly at 3 o'clock and then I'm going to put it on my calendar. Okay, you're good. Okay? But I like Tony's answer, the one that kind of has the shortest fuse. And that's pretty, again, if you waited 3 hours, you're probably okay. But you are jumping way up in their mind with quick response. Okay? And not just quick response, but I'm looking as quick as possible to do something where I'm valid. Right? So I responded that there's something I'm going to send them probably as quick as possible. Wow, this guy's already in the game, right? Okay, just think about these. We'll talk about this more. But I think you have to, the best agents really have a good feel how much time I have, which comes first. Okay?
Brad.
Yes.
I have a quick tip.
Okay.
So we find it extremely beneficial to allocate 15 minutes of every hour during your working day to just respond, follow up. You may not handle the item, but if you don't let an hour go by, don't have somebody waiting for an hour. So let's say you're working on something for 45 minutes, you got the issue with the close tomorrow, whatever. But just make sure every hour you take at least 15 minutes to do your quick follow up like you just described. And it just keeps you on passed for the day, and then just move that item to later in your day, you know, once you followed up with it.
I think that's a great tip. So for y'all don't know, this is Amanda Churchwell, who is now a vendor here. The best there is in contract to close, listening to contract to close. I think that's a great tip. Again, you know, I have like 3 different lists going on my desk. I mean, I don't want to look at them all the time, but every hour, it might be good to run through those again. Is there someone I need to call right now? And the minute something comes up, like I'm doing this later, put it on your calendar immediately. There we go. Thank you. Very good tip. All right, we're past time, and Renee's about to speak. Listings and contracts, what do you have?
I got a price reduction on a home I've had listed over off Fraser Road, just between La Vista Road and Lawrenceville Highway. Price is now $335, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Please come take a look at it or check it out.
Sound like a great price for that area. Flax.
John Ellis has 2 coming up. One is Smyrna Stonehaven Climbings, 519, 5 bedroom, 4 bath. Roswell near historic Roswell and Canton Street from 425 to 420. And we've got one coming up at the Plaza Midtown. It's Twin Towers, 950 West Peachtree Street, 17th floor. It's a great unit. It'll be in the low 4s.
Wow, those are unusually large units for the price.
Publix in the bottom of one of the towers, so just go down to the bottom and be right there at the groceries.
There you go. Susan, you have something?
No, you said listings and contracts versus caravan, and I said I just got a contract.
Well, good for you. Caravans also. Yeah. RJ, hang on a second.
We've got 2 new listings coming on Thursday, but they both can be shown now. One is in Grogan's Bluff. It is listed for $725. It's a huge house, updated kitchen and bathrooms, outdoor entertaining space, screen porch, brick traditional. And then the other one is in the Bluffs of Nancy Creek, and it is $825, master on the main. And it is, one of them's on lockbox and the other one's going Thursday on lockbox.
Fantastic. Jim?
I got one of everything. A condo in Buckhead, 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath on the Peachtree Residence building. It's going for $370. It's great condition, great shape, and one completely renovated in Cobb County is going on for $200. It's 4 bedroom, 2 bath, completely, I mean, like roof, everything is brand new. And another one for a first-time home buyer or investor is also in Mapleton, Cobb County. Is for $150. Those ones are ready to show, you know, like it will be up on the FMLS this week. And one is coming up is in Smyrna, 5 bedroom, 4 full bath with a full unfinished basement sitting in a 1 acre wooded lot for $525. Come see me.
Wow, Chin's been busy. Anyone have any vendors from the sheet? Anyone have one? Just
Some
hold.
have turned it to me.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Good.
please give them to me.
All right, anyone else? Okay. Oh, Victoria.
Yeah, I've got a 4-story, it's my townhouse that I'm gonna be putting on the market. It's in Newgate. It's 4-story with an elevator, rooftop deck that overlooks the golf course. It's gated in Newgate, which is part of Windermere, which comes with the clubhouse and 3 pools and the playground and the whole bit.
What city? Because a lot of the pages.
I'm sorry, that's coming.
Coming.
That's coming, and I'm going to be putting it on the market for like $489.9, and it does have an elevator. 2-car garage goes straight up to the rooftop deck.
All right.
Good. Anyone else?
Not a listing. The question for you, you sent out the email about watching Gary Keller and Brad Inman?
Yeah, we've tried 2 weeks in a row. It's just been the odd man out. We'll continue to try.
No, I just wondered if we are going to host a group viewing here.
Can. What day?
It's tomorrow at noon.
It's tomorrow at noon.
He's being interviewed at the.
Yeah, there we go. We'll send that out.
Okay.
Yeah, if you'll type that up. Okay. Yeah, that'd be great to watch. What time is that at?
Noon.
Okay, noon. Okay, there we go. Anyone else? Okay, stay here for surveys with Renee. Just keep it going. We're doing really well.
Get back in line for lunch.
See you now.
New agents, no caravan today. We'll